Hi, welcome to Gene Rants. I'm Gene, and today we're going to be talking about 2028, specifically the 2028 presidential election. Now, I realize that this is 2025. We are only about a little more than half a year into the current administration, so 3.5 more years until we have the next election, but politics being what politics is, people are already, or at least the talking heads are all on TV and wherever, are speculating about who will, well, not just who will be the next president, but who are the most likely candidates on the Republican and the Democratic sides. So on the Republican side, it's pretty, I would frankly, even though, full disclosure, well, I don't have to give a full disclosure on this. It's not, but anyways, I would love to see President Rubio, but the speculation is, I have to admit, that it looks almost certain anything can change, right, in 3.5 years. But it looks like J.D. Vance will be the nominee on the Republican side, especially if he gets an endorsement from Donald Trump, which it's traditional for the sitting president to stay out of endorsing a specific candidate during the primary. So I hope he'll stay out. Anyways, I'm pretty sure, relatively confident, or just say that it's most likely, if I had to bet, I would bet that it's going to be J.D. Vance on the Republican side. But what about the Democratic side? Who will be the Democratic nominee, most likely be the Democratic nominee for 2028? And as I stand here today recording this, day before, well, the weekend before you're seeing it, I'm recording this Friday, you're going to see it on Monday, I really have no idea. And to try to, well, here is Harry Enton. Harry Enton is a pollster, analyst, I guess, analyst/pollster, mainly a pollster on CNN. He's pretty good. And for CNN, refreshingly objective. Anyways, he has some possible answers to that question. Whom are the Democrats most likely to nominate for the election of 2028?
Democrats at this point are historically divided. It is a complete and utter mess. It is messier than a hoarder's basement. What are we talking about here? The national early poll leader, 25% plus. Normally, that's where Democrats are. Biden was at 25% plus in 2020. Hillary Clinton was in 08 and 16. Gore was in 00 and 04. At this particular point, there is no one in the Democratic race for president who's polling at 25% plus. The water is quite warm. If you're a Democrat potentially thinking about running in 2028, jump right in, because at this point, there is no front runner.
What do you think? Is that because how people view the Democratic Party right now, is that contributing to this?
Yeah, I think that is in large part of what's going on, is one of the reasons why there is no front runner. Nobody wants to put anybody up at the top of their ballot list, is because at this particular point, the Democratic brand is in the basement. It is total and complete garbage in the mind of the American public. The Democratic Party's net favorable rating, record lows in all three. Wall Street Journal, 30 points underwater. CNN, 26 points underwater. Gallup, 26 points underwater. And that is being driven in large part by discontent within the Democratic base. The Democratic base wants something different. We'll ultimately end up seeing who they choose. It'll be quite the thing who ultimately gets the rose.
And that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. Your comments always welcome. Maybe you have, especially if you're a Democrat, would love to hear from you. Do you have a favorite already for 2028, or favorite or not? Do you have any sense of who will be the nominee in 2028? I would love to hear from you, and I'm sure everybody else watching this channel would love to hear from you. So comments welcome. Most of all, come back and see me again. Did I say share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it, which is basically the whole world. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Most of all, I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.